I am heartbroken. I am destroyed. And I thanks Cap from our wonderful divided team, who's just a precious lad, who made me aware that you couldn't hear a word for the last minutes. I am shaken, utterly destroyed. On the other hand, you did not hear what brabbledy-babbly I just babbled here, because that was nonsensical in any way. Anyway, I guess we start over. Let's just re-roll. What is up, Killer Keemstar here? Oh wait, sorry, wait. This isn't in the intro for Killer Keemstars. Sorry, I watched him once. Okay, I only know like the drama stuff. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am your chatting Parrot, your today's caster, and I hope you're feeling comfy. I hope you have tea by your side. And I must really admit, I am glad that we had some issues here, because now I can start over. I can do fresh. I can do with more energy. Baby, give me some juice, because we are about to start over our basic. I just realized. Wait. Open. Did I change that? I'm not quite sure, because the setting, all the settings I'm talking. Plus the... Oh god. Yeah, I did kind of forget, because you know how our update system works. Normally we install, because we have a new update for our update, which makes a little bit more performance friendly and less heavy and all that stuff. And all the settings, and I hope I don't sound like a broken subwoofer, because I gotta hear that. I don't know. Like, yeah. That had completely thrown me off the guard. Sorry, you have to hear me twice now. Test. It does sound okay. Okay. We're gonna go with that, and I welcome you wholeheartedly to this Pacifists vs Legionnaires map. A match across the ocean. Pacifists from the EU side versus our friends from the Legionnaires, our American master race. The Legionnaires are prêts. That is French for ready. And I hope our pacifists too. Let's look at the bans real quick. I mean, it's obviously they banned Subway. At least that's what pacifists ban. And cargo is a ban by Legionnaires. Subway, quite a smart ban. Considering that pacifists, even though they strategic-wise are not bad on that map, Legionnaires is just overwhelmingly good. I mean, if we take a look, we look at Subway 11 times played. Out of 9 as a 1. They have a solid win rate on that map. 82 in percentages, and I don't get to talk anymore because I failed completely as we are starting in with our match. Real quick, I have to redo everything. Isn't that great? Isn't that fun? Wait, that was a little hiccup. Sorry about that. And welcome to the Pacifists vs Legionnaires match. And I hope you're feeling well, as we are pacifists. I'm not a pacifist. I mean, as we are watching pacifists and see what their approach are in general on this uplink. We have an uplink at the gas station. And we already have pre-fire by our sauna here. I hope you like sauna, because sauna is awesome. I love sauna. I mean the hot tube, kind of. So we see we have a kind of focused one-line approach. 3 men, one going far north, and the other one is a little bit lagging behind. So, but he's still coming. He's still there. He's not left behind. Dan is still there. And I hope that I am a little bit, sick, having a little cold. My nose is, as you can clearly hear, a little bit thrown up. That means I have to sneeze myself and, clean my nose in between sometimes, just to be aware. What does the defensive say? Well, we have a kind of strict defensive. Each kind of entrance, except for the little south part here, is covered. And as DMT takes down Whale, dangerous approach, yet he's not done for. Dan picks him up. Whale gets in cover just as fired rains down from above. We have the south wing. It's a great opportunity to actually get us a little bit of high ground. So don't do it, Anakin. And gives him a great possibility to actually kind of, shoot people from there. Take the high ground. On the other hand, high ground also means that you are pretty isolated, as you have no cover whatsoever. 2 high grounds are placed on this map. We have to get the north roof and the south wing. The south wing is that. North route is that here. And we see a 2-sided approach. Still, the pacifists do hold back a bit. It seems we have 2 stationed by gas station. 1 got almost done for. And we have a drone in. Sauna's trying to get a more approach from the front side. So the uplink is covered. Eric is firing. Was firing at a drone, I believe. And his position is covered. You see this laser scanning? This is barcode scanning, people. You don't know, is this Onward, or are we at the takeout and the cashier is just beep, beep? Well, you better hope that's tragic. Finds his target. As I said, a real barcode festival here. And the uplink is open. Rotation from our man DMT. Nice. That is always good that you have someone on the uplink. This rotation. Oh, close one though. But the rotation followed and the grenade is following. Sadly, grenades are not that strong. Did that grenade just take out the C4? The end takes down Kagan as Strategic confirms the kill. And DMT takes down Sauna. Nice grenades. Grenades in order to work. Or DMT take... What? Whale taking down Strategic as he wanted to push DMT. Now it's Jamie and Whale. Jamie coming from behind. I hope he doesn't get tunnel vision. DMT is rotating a lot. Jamie comes around and it is straight. So far at least only 2 members of Legionnaires remaining. Did I say 2? Yes, I did because it's still 2. Mahu takes down Dan and his colleague as Legionnaires take down the first map. Whee! That is a quick match. It's kind of hard. I didn't get so far in the match. I want to sneeze my nose. My nose. Sorry. Quarantine, first map on Legionnaires. I still... you don't see a picture. I think that... Because how our update system works and we get kind of a... Like... let's say example or... yeah, example setup. Like... With all the folders, the pictures and the scenes and all that stuff, music, is all formatted so that you only need to paste it, and then scene collection and OBS you can take it over. So the problem with that is that also setting and that also some things like, for example, because we sometimes have to redo some plugins, that settings can be off just as it was off because my microphone wasn't set up. It was, of course, the device which isn't detected on my PC because it's not my example setup, and also the pictures, because I personally manually make sure that I have all the updated profile pics, and so it can happen that the example pic is not included, or as a mistake in naming them, or I just misspell, which is not the case this time. So the picture's off. I'm gonna fix it probably in between, but still didn't get ground what quarantine is actually about, because actually we were advanced, but we're just gonna skip over to the quarantine part or all together, because quarantine is actually an interesting pick. It is not a map choice. This time we're gonna watch Pacifists on the defense side. It is not a map choice which either of the team favors pretty much, at least statistically. We have it 4 times by Pacifists played this season, and only 1 of the times was won, and we have played twice by the Legionnaires this season and won once. So I'm not sure what this map choice was. Normally you pick a map where you're strong at, obviously, and I don't understand it. This is a little bit of a... I pride myself with being quite accurate when it comes to predicting maps, which is not an art form, so... But still, this is, it's odd. Just odd. Strajak taking on DMT from the Skeletons building south. Nicely done. So, 1 member of Legionnaires already gone. And as you can see, the defense is quite similar, although a little bit more spreaded. Due to the spawn difference, it seems that we have a little more of a coverage, especially to the gas station side, a little more push to that side there. If we take a look here, our friend Whale, Strajak taking down Mahu. Hey, I'm always missing it. It's so much to talk about, but so little time. Let's just focus on the game at first. This is maybe more important. Learning and doing. Now, Strajak, I love pronouncing that name. It doesn't mean that it's actually pronounced that way, but it sounds so good. It's Strajak. He's actually moving. Whoa, 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 whoa! He got hit by Eric. And, no, moving around the right side. Strajak pre-aiming, and they trade. Wow! I do believe that if Strajak wouldn't have hit beforehand, that he might have survived that encounter, although being down. Now it leaves only 2 members of the Legionnaires over, which is El Vegas here in the center. Wrong button, sorry. And Kagan at the middle, I think center burning here. Or is it a little bit far? No, he's there. Sorry. The minimap is always a little bit off. Smoke by Kagan. As it's a nice idea. Like giving El Vegas a little bit of cover with the smoke across the street. The problem though, the smoke completely got ripped at the wall. So that didn't quite work. And now El Vegas still seemed to manage it quite well to get to the ambulance. Still, he has to fade off Dan, and such situations often tend to be, a trade. So even if El Vegas can take down Dan, is down to himself, it's possible that that Kagan is alone now. Then we're gonna see. I don't even see where Kagan is, but we have to ignore him for a moment to focus on El Vegas here. El Vegas comes sneaking around, but Dan is pre-aiming that corner. Is he gonna take him down? Is he gonna? Who's a good boy? Who takes down El Vegas? Oh, they're just pre-aiming each other, and Elvis Vegas is at the uplink. That could be the cap for Legionnaires, giving them 3-point in a stride. Oh god, Jamie comes around, but El Vegas does abort his cap trial in order to defend against Jamie as Sauna takes down Kagan. El Vegas looks away for a second, move over to revive his mate, but Jamie comes around at the right time, taking down the Legionnaires and securing the second round for Pacifists. Well done. Woo! My boys. Look at this. I mean, we had a very nice push. El Vegas was directly at the uplink, but he cannot cap at a corner, at least that's what I think. And so he decided to rather go for the defense, but got distracted by Jamie. Sometimes people tend to get tunnel vision in order to revive someone. You want to help them. You want to revive them, but a medic doesn't run open in the field. So we should always try maybe to first secure our own butt. But I mean, I wouldn't have done it differently, probably. That's the thing. So what I want to say, Quarantine, it's not a great map for both teams. So I'm confused why it got picked. But generally, when we look at the statistics, both teams are vastly different overall. I mean, technically, Pacifist has a better win rate overall. It always comes down to map winnings, but it's always nice to speak of a general success of a team. They played 10 times, won 6 of those, makes 60%. That's a nice map. 6 tenths are 60%. That's quite right. Compared to Legionnaires, 60 times they played. Only 3 teams, including them, played so much the whole season. 16 times. 16. That is awesome. I love that. And they have a 44% win rate. Of course, the more games are played, the more accurate the statistics actually reflect the team. So, but it's not. I generally could always say that the overall win rate is almost completely uninteresting due just to having luck to map choice, or better said, when it comes to matching with teams, because sometimes, especially if you're a lower ranking team, you just get pickups that really hard for you. So it's especially early on, if you get a little bit of smaller picks for you with equally or a little bit worse teams, it gives you a better win rate. So it's not always reflected, but I dare to say that Legionnaires with 16 times played, it's quite accurate with 54%. 44. I mean, anywho, anyhow, any do. Let's look at this. We have a already established line of sight by the South Skeleton building. El Vegas taking his position at the middle ruins or center ruins. Now this is just a moment where my nose is just giving up on me. Kagan and Eric both are stationed at North Dunes. DMT under the wing. If he's gonna take me under the wing, I'd love that. Take me under the wing, DMT, my boy. Attack-wise, we have Dan and Strajak. It's just like, his name is so cool. Strajak is Khajiit. Khajiit has wares if you have the coin. Sounds a little bit Russian. Khajiit is going if you have wares. So, as I said, Strajak, and then in the mid section, we got this self-control by Jamie, a very patient approach. Only 2 are actually somewhat moving at the south side, not the north. Our friend here, I'm sorry, Whale. That is my sound of my smartphone. It's not on purpose, I swear, Nightfire. I'm gonna mute my smartphone real quick. Son on the south wing. So you see, they have a very nicely aligned line of fire here. Both 2 people already looking at 2 major buildings in the midsection here. We have Strajak like just looking already at the center burning, with Sauna looking at the center. I'm not quite sure what it's called. Oh, it's just so nice. And the drone is down. Noman, you're lovely. Thank you, Noman. He just, I gotta thank him for his work. Did I? I think I already did. Thank you, Noman, for working out the new update. Although I did prepare myself quite well. So, Kagan and Eric still on the North Dunes. A little bit of change of pace now, focusing entirely on the midsection here. So, it seems that they have a nice map control. They already have covered all entrances. No one is coming in without a firefight. And now we have the final movement. First, some new movement coming from the north. Dan and Rajak did leave their nest and just moving up now at the north side. They have to get close. We have to. Whoa, 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 whoa! What did you see here? Strajak and Eric straight. No, Eric take down Strajak with a straight. Blah. Sorry. Dan now moving up the dunes. His comedy is down. That gives him a good. Oh, this could be also down for him. Dan versus Eric. Eric is moving. Dan doesn't see it, and he's behind the tank. Oh, Dan and Eric. Now it's a trade, but Eric is still alive. Takes Darrow down for Pacifist. Nicely done by Eric here. Mahu taking down Whale on the south approach. The map control is just working for them as Mahu takes down Sauna. He's only 2. At least, I mean 1.5. You know, I'd like to refer to the dead ones, or at least downed ones. I mean, Jamie giving still cover from behind, but it's not gonna do much. They weren't able to pick up anyone in the early, as Legionnaires do not peek that much out of the like hotspots. You could say, at least Jamie did not see anyone in center burning building, so not much peeking there. So we have a close-up defense. It just does work. Nice map control overall. Keeping everything tight and neat. So far, so Gucci. Jamie now moving up. His aim could be to revive his teammate at the south side, but he's moving up the north streets here. He has 42 seconds remaining. Overall, they did had a somewhat synchronized push. Still the defense was just too hard. Jamie will run into this fire directly. Yes, DMT takes down Jamie, secures Legionnaires' second point on the 3rd round. Well done. Well done by Legionnaires. The defense, they seem to have the defense in. What can you say? It just works. It just works. Not like my cast here. Fish. Two all to game. Donating some bits, does it look like? Subway 100? Well, anyway, so we did see a very nice tight defense line. Everything did get covered so far compared to our friends Pacifists in their last round. did have kind of... Is it the same one? No, I'm looking at the wrong map. Just forget what I said. So, overall, both teams are equally, I would really say, very equal. Silver both reflects them pretty nicely, at least at the same range. The players itself, I do now know some of the Pacifists. I played with Jamie and Axis and Dan, Rexa too. As far as I go, Axis is one of the most skilled players I know. He's just the natural. You know, a lot of when you play in Onward or other shooters, it comes down to pure talent sometimes. The thing is, Axis is not here today. So we're playing DMT, Alvegas, Kagan, Mahu, and Eric on the Legionnaire side versus Vale, Dan, Jamie, Strajak, and Sauna on the Pacifist side. Now we're gonna see if the defense on Pacifist side is actually working. So we're gonna follow the attacker this time in round 4 on Legionnaires.
Okay,
Pacifist versus Legionnaires.
Yeah, we still push. We still
South spawn. Center uplink at the wall of Enigma. 4-man push, 2 north, 1 south. It seems that Alvegas wants to get a single-handedly grip on them, taking down... Is it going to take south wing? No, he's not. He's directly pushing up ahead. So far, it seems the defense got established, although lacking the south coverage. They tentatively have someone in the center building who could cover south, but the only one covering actively south is no one. So even the one in the center building, we have someone move around at the back there. Yeah, that's Jamie. Seemingly maybe making south. Maybe because they saw a crossing of the 4 people north. They think that south is completely empty. But Jamie's firing. I'm curious at what, actually. Because there's nothing. Anyhow, south is open, giving Alvegas. Jamie rotates just in the right moment, taking down Alvegas. Generally, the setup was open at south, but Jamie's rotation was just nicely done. I think he realized what was open and did move from the skeleton center to gas station, taking Legionnaires man down just in the right moment. Sometimes it's just right, just like a good omelette. Sorry, I had to clean my throat. I'm very, I'm a little bit sick, you know. Just still gotta work, though. Anywho, Mahu and 2 of his colleagues moving south here. Kagan and DMT. It's scanned and sighted by Whale. Sorry. This was a whale sound, by the way. I'm not good at whale sound. On the other hand, it's not really a job requirement for casting. Whale taking down Kagan, but still, Kagan is alive as DMT takes down Whale, as Strajak takes down Mahu. With his position at the APC, leaves DMT. Whoa, he just narrowly escapes the deadly bullets. Oh, he does not, as Strajak peaks just in the right moment, taking down DMT. Now, Kerrigan and DMT can have a nice little discussion there at the north side, but as far as they're concerned for the game, they can only spot for Eric. But Eric gets down by Strajak, who just provided the right position at the right time, just like Jamie did. Nicely done by Pacifist. A more dynamic defense at first glance, maybe open, but still, it's proof that they're having some sort of sense of defense. Some sort of sense of defense. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fix a picture. They just earned it. They earned it that I fixed that picture. Different takes, baby. I'm gonna rock my body lately. Da 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 da. Let's see if it actually worked. What we're gonna do is it worked. Am I a Genius Award? Ladies and gentlemen, Pacifists are back in action as we have a 2-2 on Legionnaires versus Pacifists. I'm trying to be more energetic. Let me sit down upright correctly. Yeah, that everything starts with a right posture, my friends. As we look, Pacifists versus Legionnaires enough. Come on, come on. We're not gonna get sleepy here just because I only had 3 hours of sleep here. Doesn't mean we have no energy. No, no, no. 10 seconds remaining as we start in the next round. And so far, even though both teams do not favor this map heavily in their history, yet they do seem to perform on the same level on this map. So I guess if both teams are not that great on the map, both teams are equally great on the map. Does make sense, does it though? Let's take a look at our Pacifists as we turn into the next round. Round 5. Pacifists versus Legionnaires. Memorizing numbers. That is a good thing. Then Sauna moving south. We have now the north uplink. And it seems that we have really Dan and Sauna a little bit of at the car. They do not hold there. I thought they maybe go for a northwest approach, like moving up to the north there, to the east. No, west. The west. Moving up to the west and then the lane up to the north. But they do not. They try to make the early peaks. Pacifists trying to get a glimpse at the defense side of Legionnaires. Legionnaires do have, yet again, I mean, it's a pretty standard formation, apart from the 2-man in northwest tower. It's a pretty standard formation, what to get cover, so nothing is open, except maybe a bit of that part, but it's covered by the man in the back there, so... still, the best way, I think, is really like the pacifist approach, trying to take down maybe one at north, who's a little bit too eager to peek, and throw grenades. Sad thing is though, grenades got heavily nerfed. They're almost useless if you don't have quite accurate air bursts or grenades are just landing at your feet. Like everything apart from like maybe 3/4 or 1 meters, 3/4 of a meter or 1 meter is deadly. Anything else is nah, depends. Maybe not just so bad. So far, the attack seems to be by pacifists, got stagnated. They are holding. They're trying really to make them early picks, try to move on forward. They do have some sort of what I like to call the chemistry of moving. Okay, I never call that out. Just making up names for everything. I like, you know, chemistry of moving here. As we have, they tentatively move together slowly but steadily. It's like you could follow a line. You could draw a line from left to right. Here, from that. They do have the same speed, and that is a great thing to have. If we look at beginners, they always have this. They have the same approach. I see some similarities between pacifists and the beginners here. The same movement, apart that beginners have that change up in pace. They move very slowly until a certain point in the map, and then they rush almost every corner, pre-fire, every corner that is. There could be an enemy, just blast that stuff away. And we have north contact. Blast that stuff away, throw smokes, make a lot of noise. So it's like a calm before a storm when you play with beginners. Pacifists do have the same movement as beginners, but do lack the final speed. They do work on their movement, it seems, because they still have some time management issues. Now, beginners does make up their time with a lot of hasty movement in the end of their moves. What they do have spent in the first kind of half of the game. Pacifists have the overall same speed. Jamie taking out Kagan. who did seem to push up a little bit too much. Is it? No, it's the same position as Fire. Yeah, you see what I mean? That grenade totally would have gotten Vegas. But the grenades are just useless at the moment. Just take a flash or a smoke. It's just frustrating. Mahu taking on Dan. That grenade was such a good grenade. Such a nice pre-frag. And yet, no effect whatsoever. It landed like half a meter away from him. And he's unscathed. Damn. Annoys me. Whale pushes up. Is next to North. Vega is having a very passive flank position. He lets them come past the north roof. They have to if they want to get to the uplink. And then can take them down from behind. That's why Whale actually threw that grenade. Smokes are flying. Wait, was it Vale? No, it was it Whale's grenade? I think so. Now the speed is coming to terms as Pacifists move up. They've lost one member and taken down one from Legionnaires who's not yet confirmed. Kagan still can give commands and callouts. Stranger confirms Kagan and takes down DMT as DMT returns the favor, baby. Oh, Jamie almost got a team kill there. Sauna taking down Eric. L Vegas coming from the left side as Vale takes him down. Confirms the kill on L Vegas. He did make up for that grenade. Good job. So Vale. Pacifists now with Vale on one person alone. And the uplink is open. It's only one person remaining. Let's take a look at the person. And it is Mahu who takes down Whale. Now the position is known. The uplink is in danger. Stranger danger, stranger danger. Better run away, little cab, because Jamie is a very, very, very hungry predator as he takes down the cab. Little cabophile there from Jamie. As Pacifists win the first map with a nice cab. 4-2 for Pacifists. Ooh, nicely done. I mean, that was just good. I mean, what can you say? We had it was not a bad defense. It was a solid defense. But the attack also was pretty nice, coming from all sides. The grenade on the top, who should have done killed Vegas. I'm not in favor of pacifists in any way, but that grenade was just a hit, in my opinion. Maybe I'm just too opinionated on grenade kits. That's it. That's it. If a grenade is, in my opinion, hitting, it has to hit. And the cab, it was just nicely done. Smoke was a nice from Whale. The smoke in the end, trying to get a little bit of air, but maybe a little bit off, sadly. But still, the idea was right. I cannot do any make predictions when it comes to maps due to their seemingly randomness. I mean, we have Bazaar as a solid option. The bans are Cargo and Subway, so they're off the table. Now it's Legionnaires' choice. They could go for Bazaar, which they do. Okay, my predictions are somewhat still relevant. On the other hand, we're still going with 7 maps, so taking out at least only like 5 maps, and I have a lot of numbers on those, so no shame in that. Let's go to the war room and just set up our little setup. And we give ourselves a nice little bazaar here. Yeah, look at this. It's all working. Look at this. These animations are just tasty. Thank you, Norman, again for your outstanding work. I hope you live a long and happy life. Of course, I wish all of you a long and happy life. And you know who also wishes you a long and happy gaming life? Our sponsors. Damn, I got it in VR cover, providing you with the health, safest, and easiest way to replace with your covers with some hygienic leather covers or like cotton or whatever that. I mean leather. I do have leather. To make sure that your sweaty gaming experience turns into a sweaty fun experience. You know, not all experiences with sweat have to be a bad thing, if you know what I mean. So make sure to head over to vrcover.com and get yourself a nice little cover. They also offer shirts if you want some cozy, fresh wear. I should definitely get my own merchandise. You know, I don't know. If I would make my own merchandise, I maybe would try to get a little bit apart from the standard. Oh, we got a t-shirt with a logo. We got a hoodie with a logo. Maybe really some nice clothes. Because I would merchandise not just stuff where my name is put on. I'm talking about spelling the name of Legionnaires correct. It's French. My French is not good. Sorry. I'm talking about clothes that you would actually wear, even knowing without that would be merchandise, you know? Would say, damn, that's some nice jacket, bro. I love that cap of yours. And I'm like, damn straight, that is good. That would be my kind of merchandise. Yeah, I'm just gonna do my old fashion line at that point. Let's look at the statistics for our Bazaar friend. The Legionnaires did choose that map, so they get the courtesy of being analyzed first. Played it 7 times, won 4 that was given a 57% win rate in general and 56 in round, so pretty solid, pretty coherent. When it comes to Bazaar, we have it played 6 times. 4 of those are won by Pacifists. 67 in win, which is the 10% off to more than to Legionnaires, and 50 in general. So yet again, we have a pretty close setup. This matchup is not an easy stomp. This is an easy equal match. Very easy equal. And the Legionnaires are sharing, because sharing is caring.
Watch west for air.
Oh, bam. I hit my head on the wall again. Damn, the speed is too high. Why is the speed so high?
We're going west, guys.
So, we had a south center spawn, a little bit to the west, though. A north Bazaar uplink. Pre-fire is coming in from the RPK. And Kagan gets down by a pretty early push by Strajak. Nice idea. Give him that. Bet it. Oh, DMT returns the favor. He says, no bueno, por favor, because that is my mate you just stomped to the ground. On the other hand, he did not check his tablet if to see his mate is still alive. Wait a minute, he's just stealing his ammunition. That is a cheeky boy. Look at this. This is a cheeky man right there. Cheeky bricky. Dude. I cannot play in some sounds because it is unprofessional. And you all know I'm the semi-professional Parrot who cannot do these things. Mahu and Eric pushing up the West Bazaar side. Trying to get behind the enemy. We have already 2 people persons in the courtyard. El Vegas and DMT coming all from the west side. The defense is is equally spread. We have 1 push by Strajak in the west, and we have 1 push by Sauna in the east. Made sure that they're not coming from the east and then rotating north. It's a good way, you know. You don't have to have a static. Ooh, DMT taking down Whale. Woo. You don't have to. Ooh, let me talk, Jamie. Shame on you. As Eric takes down Sono, came from the north. Now the Pacifists are 2.5 men short. Man. El Vegas taking out Dan and Jamie, securing the first round for Legionnaires and a match-winning pace. Well done by Legionnaires. This round is starting off good. I mean, it's a very difficult defend uplink, so I don't need much of that. I don't say, no, we're not like that. We're still in there. We're still here. We're still square. So, technically, both teams are equally on each side, so it's looking quite well for each team. But quite bad at the same time, you look. Half the glass is half full, half empty. Decide what you like more. Both teams are equally half full and half empty, in my opinion. Map choice, apart from Bazaar, so far was just confusing, if I'll be honest. I wouldn't have said pick quarantine. I wouldn't have said do that. I mean, they have a 25% win chance overall. The Pacifists on quarantine, their rounds win are okay with 43. And Legionnaires only played twice, so you know I'm still hanged up on that choice. I was incorrect, and now I have to talk about the whole round. Bad me, bad me. So, what do I want to do? I forgot it. I honestly forgot it. Yeah, my brain is not working. I am sick, which is, I think, a little bit audible. So, please forgive me all. I have sinned. I am sick. Let's take a look at our friends from the Pacifists in round 2 of match 2 in order to see the caps going down, because Jamie, that mathematician, is just memorizing stuff. We have the equally mirrored spawn and a southwest, but this time it's a split up. We have 3 people, 1 going mid, 2 going east, and 2 going west. It's not a front push per se, so. And the defense by Legionnaires themselves is way more focused. 4 people around the center bazaar building. Take a look at this. For a minute I thought this is Maverick. Like, not Eric. Maverick is a nice name. Alvega's taking up a spot as a passive flanker, but his legs are shining through. He is shining. Because this is him, but do you see the legs? Oh, who's a little tickle toe? Who's a little tickle toe? You're a little tickle toe. Hopefully no one tickles his toe. Still, yet again we see Pacifists. This time they have not an equal push. DMT taking out Sauna and the other way around. It's not an equal push this time. What was it actually? Was it they fired between the that was an interesting push. DMT is revived by Eric. So we have not like the same push as a line before. Not almost not as direct. On the other hand, this is a way more cornered map. You know, the speed, although being equally in size, I believe, is just slowed down by the sheer massive numbers of corners and spots where you can hide. So slower pace is asked here. Yet Dan already taken the north, and we have already Whale, our Grenado, then the Benderino on the bazaar approach. Jamie and Strajak moving in the east, but due to the to the focused defense of Legionnaires, it's you know, you have a lot of play area to move, which gives you a lot of angles to attack from. On the other hand, sorry, I'm just not good. I'm just not well enough today.
Should be another one on east.
Kagan taking down his comrade. Who is he taking down? Sorry, my brain just switched off. On the other hand, these defense kinda is always danger that someone, as soon as you maybe then take down one, there's another one falling. You're all sitting so close to each other that you are kinda instantly revealed by showing yourself. You're never fighting alone, you know? You're never fighting one-on-one. Never mano and mano as Whale takes down DMT. Kinda missing all the action here. Whale is the only one so far close enough to the uplink. We have one in Courtyard North, one doing the more north approach alone. We have to kind of get closer up as Kagan takes down Whale. Now 2 members of Pacifists are remaining. Dan and Strajak. Strajak take down Kagan. Now the 2 against 3 shall commence. Eric upstairs, peek in the direction where Strajak shot from. That's what I meant by, you know, fighting one-on-one. Oh, Eric? Eric, what you doing? Oh, Dan, boy. You see him? He did see him. No, did he not? What's going on? Dan, stand up. And Eric, turn around. Wait, the knife? What? He wanted the knife in! No! Eric taking him down with the ear pre-fire. Listening just firing. That was awesome. Nice reaction time by Eric. This is something I could never do because I'm just not a good gamer in general. I do not possess great reaction times. That I do not have. Strajak taking down Eric finally. Now a 2 against 1 commences. Strajak doing a quite good choice in rotating, getting a new angle, trying to get it on the other side. Maybe from the east. Oh. What's wrong? His controller is did he just throw away that smoke? I think he has some tracking issue. Now, of course, this completely eliminates his rotation a bit. Not completely, a bit. Completely doesn't make a lot of sense. Does eliminate his rotation, as Strajak now gave away his position midway. He just decided to turn around. Mahu is the next one. El Vega's taken direct eyesight. That could be El Vega's shots. Oh, he's at uplink. Oh, whoa. How did he not take him down as Strajak takes down El Vegas? And we have some dance around by Mahu and Strajak. Strajak taking down the enemy. In Mother Russia, you are the enemy. Legionnaires wins. As I said, I love this name. It's just awesome. I mean, this is now a 2-0. A 2-0. Sorry, I have to yawn all the time. Yeah. My life. Yawning. Oh. So, what did we actually see? What did we see? So, the defense by Pacifists was quite centered, having 3 people directly in the building. One in West Courtyard, one directly in front of the house. So, very clustered, but in the end, sometimes the best formation, especially if there's it was not that static, did not leave the house very much, apart from the Eric incident. I'm gonna call it incident with the knife. And keep it mostly around their house. So I'm confused. Wait, wasn't Eric a defender? That means that pacifists were attacking. How did Legionnaires then win? Because Strajak did win. Was it? Huh? Did the time run out? Or before he killed him? Or brain meltdown? I cannot take. Oh, let's just take a look at our defenders this time. Because I thought Strajak was part of Pacifist. He did kill him. Strajak did survive as the only one. I guess time management. Oh, what I see here. Strajak taking down DMT. El Vega's taking down Strajak from above. Let it rain from above. Eric in the building. Again, this grenade should have taken out anything probably. Kagan taking down Jamie. And El Vega's taking, reviving DMT. Now, Legionnaires have taken down 2 members of Pacifists already. The quick spawn commences as Eric takes down Sauna. Kagan takes down Whale. Stop it, boys. I cannot take it. Pacifists realizing what is going on. Dan moves around. Eric and Dan. Dan takes down Eric. Pre-fire by Dan on the corner. Dan is the only one. Mahu peeked that stairs. Dan is at maximum capacity here. That man is just pumping. That grenade took him down. You see that? That grenade took him down. This time it worked. This time it worked. I'm confused. Legionnaires taking down the next round. I still feel like the last round should have taken down Pacifists, kind of. I don't know. Legionnaires taking down Bazaar with 3 points already to 0 for our Pacifist run. So, what did the statistics say again? Pacifists going with overall win rate in rounds. I'm going to take the rounds directly, compare this to those two. On Bazaar is 50% to compared 56%. So, in this case, 6% may take it home. On the other hand, it's just about, sometimes just about day. Sorry, my brain just froze. I was reading comments. Yeah, Enigma. Enigma says, thank you for your input. They could take Bazaar, break it into separate blocks, open up the buildings, ladders, etc. And each block could be a map of its own. Yeah, why we don't take the map and we have a courtyard map, and then we have a Bazaar's map, and we have a Humvee map, and, you know, all the uplinks just as it all. No, please not. All the same maps, 3 kind of maps in the same setting. Next round, next fun. Maybe the last one. Who knows? This time it's Legionnaires on the defense. And I'm gonna see if they do have the same spawn setup. DMT with the little juggling area here. And let's see if we actually get to see some action. If it's the same push, we have 3 people pushing, 2 going south. That's a dangerous move, considering that due to the close proximity of both teams, the quick, kind of early fight will be probably erupting, just like last round. And if you're south, man, if you're sending 2 south, and we still take time to come to the fighting, you know, you're 2 men short. But Pacifists are not that aggressive compared to Legionnaires. Legionnaires just run that place down last round. But Pacifists, they do tend to have a little slower of approach. I mean, they're Europeans. Understandable. We Europeans take our time. No shame in being careful. Ooh, Eric and Whale. I think you find through many boxes, more than 3, and your damage is done, boy. 25%. Grenade is flying, we're not taking down 25% per wooden surface. If a box has 2, you're already down to 50% damage per bullet. So. It doesn't make a lot of sense, my friends. That doesn't make sense. The red does make sense. Doesn't make sense, my friend. Sauna, and we have a lot of fight erupting, but no kills actually going down. Eric peeking the side way here. I forgot. I think it's Moon Way or something. I don't know. Forgot it. It's a weird name. Weird, but name. Whale going for the same approach, but different way. Oh, but it seems you didn't see Eric. Now the enemies. Oh, Eric and Whale. As Eric takes on Whale, Starjack takes on DMT, and Eric confirms Whale. Damn, I thought these were protected by some wildlife rules or something, the whales. I thought it was forbidden to hunt them, except in Japan. Wait, do they hunt? I think they hunt every fish in Japan. Like, take the fins of sharks and all that stuff. Jamie pushing up from behind. Grenade could be audible by Vegas. Heard. Grenade could be audible and then that. Frag is out. Does not do any damage. Smoke. As Sauna takes down Kagan. They are close to the uplink as Mahu takes down Jamie. The self-approach is yet not stopped. As Vegas. Sauna. Careful. Mahu taking down Sauna. Mahu taking also down Eric. Dan in the smoke. My brain just froze again. Dan in the smoke. What? What? What was that? Did Stratek just fire beneath Dan? What the frick did I just witness? Well done. 2 points for the Pacifists. Oh, you know, I'm getting a compliment by Enigma about my overlay work, and then I freak out the overlay. My brain just froze, and I was just like, wait, is Eric just capping and in the smoke? No one sees him. And then just the two shots fired by Strajak left and right to Dan, and just, why not just... Oh, this is good stuff. Love that. 2 points for Pacifist. Dan is the man of the hour today. I got it. Oh, okay, I got it. Sorry, my nose. You know how it is. The deal, all the same. Let's take a look at actually what is the refresh map. No, that's the. Did I just refresh the map? I hope I don't do anything. Broken anything. I want that one. It is the Humvee objective. So now this is an interesting objective due to its wide variety of attacking. It's very centered, just like Bazaar, but this time it's also centered vertically. That means you can go pretty easy around it. You can attack from behind, east, south, of course, north directly, and also some sideways by the ice track where you can go in and directly be in front of the uplink. So it's one of the more versatile uplinks when it comes to defending. If someone leaves a spot open there, it's mostly going to take it. But most teams take a very spread approach. Some people go west, some people go east. So far, I am very confused. No, I have not seen any shield action from Jamie. I would like to see that. Jamie, go for it. I believe in you. But let's take actually, you know, I'm going to show you the kills real quick. What so far we have? Yeah, look at this. So, we have actually the Pacifists in defending mode. So now we're going to show what they're going to do. Their main man of the hour is... I'm confused. I think I changed up the name. God, did I change up the name? Don't tell me I changed up the name. I'm confused. What the hell? Let's go to the match. What the hell happened to my match page? Here we go. Okay, match page is broken. What is even working today? Pre-round, you get a break and I get to fix something. How dare those people just leave me waiting? Because this is maybe the final round when Legionnaires takes home the Pokal. This is a German word which I just pronounced English, which does not make sense. Take the trophy, but even if I win this, it's not over for Pacifists. Due to the win on the first map, we still have to make the map decider in the third round. The question is, what map is gonna be? Maybe Suburbia, maybe Downfall, maybe Bazaar. Not again, because why not? Pressed the wrong button, didn't I? Let's focus. I'm just kind of out of shape again. We have Stratjak in German. Stratjak. And so far, the defense this time is quite clustered. Instead of a very tight defense line they had on the Bazaar center uplink, they have now one kind of passive flanking. I'm still confused. Okay, alles gut. All good. Passive flanking on the east side, probably taking down whoever's sneaking there. Where are my lasers? Firing my laser. Yeah, I think he sees them, but is not quite sure. Very, very slow approach by Legionnaires. This time, focused. Quite nice. Moving chemistry, which sounds stupid. I need a new name. How about map control? No, this is another thing. Something with moving. Breakdance. Nice breakdance. I'm gonna call it breakdance. Mahu pushing up. But he has the danger that Strajak and our friend Sauna are gonna see him. Here again, Pacifists trying to take out. Why do I hear myself? Hello. I thought I heard myself. Confusing. Vegas pushing up slowly. I think I got it. I know what it was. It was a funny internet video in the background. Whale is... Ostraja takes the Mahu, just as I proclaim it in my widest vision. Lay eyes upon my vision. Oh, Vega's taking out Whale. So far, one trade. Dan and Sauna. Sauna gonna take out the A Vegas? Yes, he is. Confirmed kill 2. And DMT returns the favor. What is going on? Each just slacking and bagging and cracking and playing, and DMT taking out Danning and not confirming the kill yet. Now he does. And ooh, Jamie, he takes down Jamie. Pacifists have only one member left. Where is he though? Where is he? Oh, it's Strajak coming from behind. No! DMT taking down Legion. Wait a minute. Taking down Strajak, winning the last round for Legionnaires, leading us into a map decider. Sheesh. That was a good job. So far, the points are equal. We have a 6 on 6. You know what you say? You know what it's called in German? The number 6, sechs. You know what it's called? And we also have the word sex. So you see, I did a little elementary joke here. Me old boy, I'm funny. And our map decider is, without making me any massive predictions today, because to be honest, I did spend almost 3 hours today. Almost 4. Around 3. Wait, was it 1, 2, 3.5 around? Yeah, I like it. Just preparing for boss fight. You know, I have enough of predictions, movement sets, and all that stuff. There is a limit to my fun at planning stuff. We're gonna see if my team is actually able to use that stuff tomorrow. We're gonna see. Sadly, not casted by anyone. We need more EU casters who pick up, you know, the little games for the little man, because these are ultimately not just our players. These are not just our teams, they're also our friends. They're also the most valuable thing of the community. Don't cry, Parrot. Don't cry. But I'm gonna cry over is the map choice, because map 3 is Downfall. Wait, I never saw that the animation is supposed to highlight all 3 maps. Anyway, Downfall. So, Downfall. What does the statistics say to that? Let's turn to the statistics. As Pacifist, it's turning on Downfall with a free played to win scenario, makes a 67 overall. It's 62 rounds. To Downfall with 4-1 for Legionnaires, so 25% win rate and 38 overall gives in a bit of an edge over the place. But again, I mean, 4 times played is, for a team that played 9 matches, okay. So almost half the matches were played in Downfall, but it's still not a good sample size. I know. That's what I was supposed to say. That's hard to do about the prediction stuff, you know. Even if you have a large sample size, let's say about cross 2 seasons, you have other factors such as players changing, and you cannot say what impact had the player actually on the team and that performance on the map. If someone is so good and just takes down everyone with the sniping action and Downfall, and then leaves the team, and the next season they have, instead of 100% win chance on 7 games, they have, I don't know, like 20 only played 4 games on it. You know what I mean? The impact of the players is too huge to say across multiple seasons in order to have a great sample size. So, especially in the beginning of the season, it's really hard. Any boo, we are here. We are not ready because I didn't. I did, of course. So, let's turn into gameplay as I present you first round of the end of the match. Pacifists on the attacking side. Jamie coming around the north. A pretty even push by his teammate as the breakdance commences. Strajak moving up at Marsok North. Sauna building next to Red Truck. Dan and Whale moving up the canyon. Compared to our defense, El Vegas on the center up lane, on the, I forgot what it's called, center bungalow. Kagan and Mahu at the uplink building. DMT with the classic opposite defending, one of my favorite positions. Oh no, too much information, now you know me. Not that much of a threat anyway. Eric. I didn't say where Eric is. I just looked at him. Wow, the C4! But Strajak goes not down. Where was the place though? Eric in the same building with Strajak. I do believe Eric heard him, but due to the movement of Strajak to the left now, he's no target for Eric so far. You see that movement? That breakdance is just good. You see that one line? That's a good breakdance. Legionnaires have their heads held low. No one is peeking massively. Especially not the uplink people. We have Mahu directly in the side shed, while Kagan seems to be the defender for anyone who wants to cap from inside the house. Strajak is communicating, Eric is hearing him. The lasers are both, they saw each other both, that's why I think Jamie scanned it shortly. But it seems that Eric is not getting any help. So far it's very calm. They have a close-up movement this time. It's curving on the south side a bit. But due to Legionnaires' very not peeking method, a very narrow angle. Just keep the angle so that you have a very hard to hit, but also have a small window to see. Not much peeking, not much moving around, making yourself visible. That's what I'm telling my team all the time. If you want to prevail on downfall, and you do not want to make high-risk plays or do not know how, just simply take a narrow angle. Ooh, Kagan taking on Whale. Take a narrow angle and try to keep your head down. Preferably at the uplink. And you should be mostly fine. Then center building. Oh, Kagan is peeking, Dan is moving around, but Dan is too fast. Ooh, Eric taking out Dan. Kagan and Sauna. Strajak and Eric. Mahu and Strajak. Strajak taken down by Eric and other way around. Jamie taking down someone. Getting taken down by DMT, and Legionnaires win the first round. Well done by Legionnaires. Let's turn to the motherboard of mother scoreboards. Ow. I just love it. I just love it. Today is just nice. A nice night. I mean, it is 12 a.m. 41, so almost 1 a.m. I am done for today. So I just want to see nice win for our European people. Because Europe, best Europe. Our Europe, best Europe. And I don't see a problem with sleeping tight tonight. Because that is real tight. I like it tight, you know what I mean. Oh, I just see that Noman is actually watching. Noman, when you're seeing this, I want to make love to you tonight. Like, metaphysically, in a not sexually harassing way, just showing you how much I appreciate you. Man, you're awesome. Yeah, Parrot is gonna cry tonight very heavily. Probably gonna drink a lot of very disgusting wine, because it's the only one I have left. It is, what do we have here? Schwarzriesling. Feinherb. So, someone speaks German, you cannot translate that. It's fine herb. Fine herb. Oh, fun. So, this time we're gonna look at the Pacifists defending. I want to see if the strategy is kind of the same as Legionnaires. Head held low, and just keep your heads down. Or is it actually something very intriguing? Maybe some passive flanks, some awesome early peaks. I don't know. No, it seems that they do the similar thing. Jamie, same position as I do believe DMT last round. Push is seemingly almost the same too by Legionnaires. Take a look at this. On the other hand, they do not go that far south. They do take the direct approach in the midst. Let's take a look. DMT and L Vegas scanning center hotels. Darajak is downstairs. He is probably focusing more on any south-coming push on Main Street. Just guessing on this point. Vale equally taking look at south, and Starjack is moving actually. Where's he going? It's always dangerous to move that late in the game because you do not have the safety of the distance anymore. But so far no danger. Dan downstairs making sure no one caps on the side. Sona in the side shed making sure that no one caps from outside. And Vegas using the smoke cloud. I'm gonna call it cloud a tornado because I always want to talk about that strategy. Every time I talk about strategy with smoke, I compare it to a tornado. You see, you do not realize a tornado's moving when he's moving towards you. That's the trick with the smoke. If you use the smoke and just keep slowly creeping up with the smoke in your hand and maybe shake it a slide to spread the smoke a bit more, you are very hard to realize that the smoke is actually moving, you know what I mean? Depending on the speed what you have. So, I was explaining this a bit, so in that way, that's why I call it the tornado. A lot of pre-fire is going in. Eric and Mahu on the north approach by the red car. Oh wait, the red car's behind us. El Vega's getting close to the uplink, but DMT taking him down. Actually, I want to see if maybe Jamie takes him down, but El Vega's taking down Jamie. El Vegas is not down. He took down someone else. The attackers are at the uplink. Legionnaires. El Vegas is at the uplink. Cover by Mahu provides very strong defense. El Vegas takes down the uplink and wins the second round. Woo! Nicely done. That move on Legionnaires was just fresh, hot, and tight. Well done. That gives 12 additional points at best. 2 additional points to our Legionnaire friends. That was a good strategy. So we had a very centered push coming mostly from the north side of things, a little bit to the mid section there, through the sandbags, smokes to the helicopter. The problem is with the defense that both teams choose, both equally, but the defense of Pacifists was a little bit more spread because the thing is, they went south. They focused their energy on taking one side heavily and taking down a lot of these people on that one side of Pacifists, north side especially, opening up the uplink. A lot of the other people that went south to defend the passive flank and all that didn't have time to move back and therefore were missing men on the uplink. And everyone else that just moved in got taken out by the excellent cover by Mahu. This is a good strategy. Sometimes a two-spread strategy can be taken on by a sort of like a needle. Like if you blow a balloon up way too big. The bigger it is, the easier it is to penetrate with a needle. The same thing happens with a broad strategy of defense. So it's always about balance and maybe knowing what the enemy prefers to play and then to decide how to set up your defense. And we got a round reset by Pacifists, it seems. Yeah. No, by Legionnaires, my bad. Yeah, they lost someone, it seems, but he's back already. Weird enough. Uplink this time is actually on the same. Hey, helicopter this time. Helicopter uplink. And just... Thank you, Cap. Yeah, of course, the thing is, I'm not really staying up too late because, you know, it's only 1 a.m. The thing is that I actually stayed up still. I'm awake since yesterday and 7 p.m. So, with a little sleep of 3 hours in between to keep me sane. And therefore, I'm just a little bit freaked out concerning my sleep rhythm. Because I have to work at nights at the same time. I do not really like staying up that late. I like my 8 to 12, you know, routine, but with that job, it comes in. Anyway, let's talk about nothing else because we are turning into the maybe last round for Pacifists versus Legionnaires on round 3. Let's see how the strategy this time by Legionnaires is. They had a sort of middle-range defense last time, having set up a perimeter around the uplink. This time it's kind of the same, but the problem is if you want to approach it, the north is, as the south, I mean, is especially coming from there, is a pretty good way. That's out of my experience. This is the most way people approach it. Take the south, smoke it. Maybe even come from the north and just smoke it. It's a hill objective seen on all sides, but the problem is also that the hill means that it gives slight coverage. The hill is not big, it's just a small hill if you look at this. But if let's say you come from here and you have eyes on that side, you see what I mean? You don't see the north side. And if someone sneaks past the smokes, maybe from down here, and you don't see him, more smokes, and you're just sitting here, cap, bam, done for. But we're not just to talk about what could be, we're talking about what should be. No, what actually is. That is, we're not talking about possibilities. Yeah. We also talk about possibilities. Jamie pushing up. Hey, children, don't fight, okay? Cap and Norman, you're both equally great persons, but Norman updated the caster setup, and so he's a little bit more of a special person at the moment. You can feel special, Cap, Norman. I allow you that. Sorry, my tissues fell on the mouse. Still waiting. Slow approach by Pacifist. Blow my nose real quick. Gentlemen. North approach, 2 people. They kind of have that, I tend to think that pacifists kind of like to, like, row through the map, like, scan through it, make sure no one is behind them, and then move up from all sides. So, very broad attack. Problem with that can be that you also are very prone to get taken out by someone and your team doesn't really know where from, especially on such a big map as Downfall. If you keep it a little bit tighter together, your team can make info from where you got killed a little bit more, you know what I mean? So far, Legionnaires really have out these cover, like, they do not peek that much, just a narrow angle. You cannot see them. They're like French ninjas, like ninjas. Actually, they're Canadian and American, but I heard some of them were like actually working for the Legionnaires in front. God. Oh, excusez-moi, monsieur. Mon anglais est très terrible. See what I mean? Pacifist, not out yet. Trying to maybe poke around, but now it could through the quite... I mean, that's a very good spot by Eric there. Don't see that often. A good cover to make sure no one is actually coming from the north side here. Oh, DMT taking out Whale. They are at the uplink. They are running to it. Kagan taking down Sauna. The smoke action is out. Eric taking down Stragic. But Jamie's still alive. Woo, woo. Elvegas. Elvegas. Hunt him. Jamie, defend yourself. Oh, Jamie. Jamie. Oh, what the two people at the same time, and he takes them out both. Only one defender alive, and he takes down Dan, given the last round, and therefore the match to Legionnaires. What a close setup. Such nice plays today, ladies and gentlemen, as we are done here. But I thank you all for watching. This was a very entertaining match. Not just because I'm entertaining, we all know that, but also the teams have provided us, doesn't matter they are silver rank, they provided us with, I think, very nice insight to some really good caps. Either the caps are good or the defense is shit. Yeah, I cursed. I did it again. I'm sorry. Or the defense is not good. So you can decide. But I thank you all for watching. I hope the more strategic analysis that I try to provide is actually anything for you. If you don't like that, then I don't know. I like doing it, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Oh, I'm just hitting myself. I thank you all for watching. If you want to hear more casts, we're coming up some quite nice things for you. If we take a look, we have the next cast coming up. It's actually on Sunday, 9 p.m. CST European time, with Nightfire's Global Camping Beginners. Strike it down on OML 1. Same time, Sunday, 9 p.m. CST. Pacifists vs Silent Purge on OML 2 with No Man. Same time at Monday, 3 a.m. CST European time. Danglers vs Blaze on OML 1 with Sleepy. And the same time, this time for real same time, Monday, 3 a.m. CST, Lords of War and Fury on OML 2 with TFH. I thank you all for watching. Make sure to hit us up on Onward_VRML on Twitter to follow the action. And make sure that you also follow Onward Master League 1, 2, and maybe 3 if you want to see our newcomers practicing, because this is our play field. You know what I mean? If you have any feedback, feel free to hit me up, write a comment. I'm going to read all of them. And then I'm going to cry in my sleep because they don't like me. That's what I'm going to do. I think we're done here for today. And I hope you have enjoyed yourself. This is Chatting Parrot, who is not allowed to use any more sound effects. Good night.